This is Jana, is
This
that
is
right?
Jana.
Okay. And now she has some brothers and sisters as well that we
Yes.
talked about last week.
Yep, yep. She had, there were 10 of them altogether. We have adopted all but 2.
Okay.
Jana, and the one that was on last week is Lindy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only 2 that are left, and they will be at Pet Sense on Saturday. We're having an adopt-a-thon there from 10 to 4. So she and Lindy will be there unless they find a home between now and then. So, but they are all ready to go.
Good.
Both of them are spayed, had all their shots, so they're all ready. All they need is a home.
So all of that cost is covered in the adoption costs as
That's-
well. And so how much would it be to adopt Jana here?
It would be $90
Okay.
to adopt her, and that covers all of that vet bill, and she's just ready to go, had it all. So,
Very, very pretty dog. What's the breed of these dogs here?
Basset Beagle.
Okay.
Basset Beagle.
Basset Beagle.
It was definitely a mixed litter. Part of them looked like Bassets, and of course this is the Beagle part. And she's a little bit bigger than Lindy. I think she's going to be a little larger than Lindy, but they're not going to be huge dogs by any means. So,
How old is she now?
she is 5 months old now.
5 months old. All right. So
Yep.
yeah, she's just about reached.
Yeah, she's she's going to, of course, continue to fill out, but they're not going to be huge dogs, just medium-sized dogs, and they're just nice, friendly, love everybody, love to play. Of course, they're puppies, and they like to chew and that kind of stuff that you get with puppies. So if somebody adopts, they need to realize that. If they've never had a puppy, they're babies.
Right.
So
I need to prepare for that.
absolutely.
But just like her sister, whenever we're here with the interview, she sits very calmly and loves to be held as well.
They are that way. If you pick them up and hold them, they just calm right down. Now, if you put her down, she's ready to play.
Right.
Very active, playful pups. But, you stop them for a minute or 2, and they love nothing better than for you to pet them. So.
Right. How many dogs do you have now? And I know that you mentioned you also have some cats as well. Now
Yep.
those stay at Pet
They are at
Sense.
Pet Sense,
Okay.
yes.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And how many dogs do you have right
We
now? that
have
people could-
right at 50 dogs.
Okay.
We just,
Wow.
unfortunately, or however you want to say it, we sort of stay at that figure, not because we actually go out and, seek out to fill any of the spaces that we have, but it always seems like somebody dumped them, all 10 of them, in the yard of the shelter, and, what do you do?
Right.
You're not going to, and, people know, if they know where we are, they know that they can do that, and which is not legal, but, they seem to think it's okay to dump animals on somebody else, which
Yes,
is why our shelter is full, and the city shelter has the same problems also with unwanted animals that they just dump out on the street. So,
Now, Hearts of Life is a no-kill shelter,
right,
as we've
it is
always
no
mentioned.
kill.
And,
Yes, yes.
So I know that some people, they might have a pet that's very dear to them, but there's just circumstances. Maybe they move to a different place. Maybe they have a rent home and they can't have dogs.
Right.
Is Hearts of Life a place where they could possibly bring a dog if they no longer can take care of that?
Right now, we have no space to take one, but we do try to help someone
Right.
place an animal. If they, if it's not one of those cases, we have had people to call us and say, well, I'm moving and I've got to get rid of that dog today. If somebody knows that they're going to move and they're going to need to, to find a place for the dog, if they call us and give us, some notice, we can certainly help put the word out, because we do have a Facebook page, and, we, do all that. And so we do help people place, but right now we have no empty space. We have no empty kennels whatsoever. So, and we always like to keep 1 or 2 empty because you just never
Never
know
know.
what may happen at, like, like somebody dumps something in the front yard.
Yes, ma'am.
Got to have a place for it, but, so, and of course, we're all volunteers too, and 50 is, that's overwhelming when it's your turn to go out and feed and clean pens for 50 dogs.
Yes, ma'am.
That takes 3 or 4 hours a day. And then wintertime is really tough because then you have to break ice and be sure that they have enough water so that it's not frozen. But,
Yeah.
do what you got to do. So.
Right.